What do the Chicago Cubs and trading have in common? Stay tuned, we'll be right back. G'day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, and the Chicago Cubs have just won the World Series baseball championships, and I thought this was a fitting moment to rehash and go over a couple of really simple things about what super traders and superstars do to achieve elite performance. Now, I come from a small town in southern Ontario, Canada, and one of my childhood idols growing up was Fergie Jenkins, who was the first, I believe the first 20-game winner, Cy Young winner for Chicago Cubs in the 70s, and also I think the first Canadian 20-game winner and first black Canadian baseball player inducted into the Hall of Fame. But Fergie went to high school with my father. He was always a really kind guy growing up, always good to the kids, but he was an idol where I came from. He was somebody who had made it to the big time, and he's an absolute legend of the game, and it just reignited something as I saw the Chicago fans celebrating after several years, 30 or 40 years I think, of drought basically of finals baseball. So I'm going to go over a couple of things, and I started with a quote: "Superstars master the basics," and you can substitute the word stars and put traders in. Super traders master the basics. Now, I've talked about the journey that I've been on the last 15 years, and I've had the opportunity to sit down beside some absolutely incredible traders and learn a lot from them, but it's still, I went on my own journey, and for several years just continued to make the same mistakes over and over again. And until I really sat down and analyzed everything that I was doing, I realized that it wasn't my entry and exit strategies that were causing me all my problems. When I really looked down and until I was able to articulate my trading plan and really simplify it and step back, that helped. But ultimately, it wasn't until I really understood the risk management side of things that my trading really started to accelerate and pick up momentum. Now, one thing I've learned from Peter Brand is he talks about this all the time. Trade identification is the least of the issues that you need to be focused on. Yes, you need a trading edge, but your edge shows up over a series of multiples of trades. And you obviously have to have tested that to know, but forward testing that over a sample size is where you really can go back and analyze every single trade to know if it was in your trading plan and if you followed all the rules that you've got written down to a T. If you haven't got some form of written trading plan, you must do that, because even if it's written in 2 or 3 sentences, you must have something simple that can eliminate analysis paralysis. So just to cover a couple things about what super traders and superstars do. They've got 3 things. They've got passion. Now, when I talk about passion, what's the first thing that wakes you up in the morning when you get out of bed? What's the first thing that you think of? You know, so for many of these athletes, for years growing up as a kid playing ice hockey in Canada, my life was always about sport. And I couldn't fall asleep at night because I was excited about morning practices, and I couldn't wait to get up in the morning because I couldn't wait to get to the rink. Now, I'm like that with trading, and a lot of people have emailed me questions and asked me a lot of different things, and one of the most common questions I've been asked is, why are you doing these videos every day? And I made a commitment to myself a year ago that I would pass on one bit of knowledge that I learn every single day from the information that I've been privy to. I've kept large notes of different seminars, the courses I've done, the books that I've read, and I'm constantly taking notes and learning, and I'm passing that on. Now, the second component of that is commitment. I made a commitment when I started this, and for those of you that know me personally, sports is where I probably learned that. And you know, ice hockey, triathlon, and then my education. But at some point I still felt that there was something missing, and trading has really allowed me to have a journey of self-learning that's helped to really, I think, help me find my ultimate purpose. And I love trading the markets, and I love to trade them successfully, and that to me has become a lifelong journey to master the markets. So everything that I learn I'm passing on to you, and I'm committed to excellence with the trading. How I trade isn't necessarily how you need to trade, but what I learn in terms of the mindset and the money management, and even with my trading strategies, I'm happy to pass on to you traders as well. Uncommon resolve. So as I've talked about, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, I've done all the things that you can do in trading that are wrong. And I've done them more than once. I've blown up some small accounts. I've done all the irrational, impulsive, illogical things that destroy trading accounts and trading capital. And really, until you shift your mindset around in terms of quit looking for trade identification and looking for home runs, and really focus on refining and simplifying your strategy so that you've got an edge. But the bulk of my focus is on risk management and how I can earn more money from my winning trades and cut my losses right away on my wrong trades. So I have an uncommon resolve to succeed at this long term, and I have some large goals that I'm planning on achieving. Whether that takes me 2 years or 20 years, to me it's okay, because I'm in process now, and all I need to do is keep getting better. My trading has gotten to a point where it's been consistent, and I just want to continue to improve. And like all elite performers, the great thing about trading is that, as opposed to sport, is that mechanically we're a biological organism and we wear out. With trading, you can only get better if you're focused and committed to progress. So there's 4 types of outcomes to every individual trade. You can have a small winner, you can have a big winner, you can have a small loss, or you can have a big loss. This is where we want to focus our energy. You can have if you understand risk management and portfolio management, you can run a trading system, you can develop any type of trading system, but it's the risk management and the edge ultimately that will hopefully determine the margin of success. But it's your risk management that will always determine whether or not you stay in the game. So super traders master the basics. They have an edge and they simplify it. One of the best stories in trading, as I'm sure you've all read, is about the turtles. And you know, people have searched for years and gone to seminars and studied the turtles. And interestingly enough, those simple strategies, some of the really simple strategies that they used, still work, and a lot of people don't use those. They would buy new highs and sell new lows, 20-day, 55-day, whatever it was. But if you think about it, if you scroll down and crunch your charts together, whatever instrument it is that you're trading, even that strategy, well managed with pyramiding in contracts and cutting your losses short, would probably make you money in almost any market that has cycles. So currencies are classic. A lot of traders, especially retail traders, were on intraday charts taking leverage, and I'm not knocking day trading, because there's some people out there who are probably very successful at that. I'm just saying that if you step back, and even on intraday charts, you can scroll them together and look at the same 20-day or 20-bar highs, 20-hour highs, 20-hour lows, whatever they are. But there's a lot of simple strategies that when you impart them to the market and use risk management, really tight risk management criteria in terms of position sizing and money management, it allows you to monitor your sample size, your trade expectancy, your risk of ruin, and then also learn from that. When you get into these trends, how can you really pyramid in with low risk to earn as much possible from these successful trades? That's all for you to decide in terms of your plan and portfolio. But again, I encourage you to be constantly detailing and getting better and simplifying your entire trading model. Super traders master the basics and they keep it simple. I think it was Einstein that said, simplicity is supreme. Hopefully you got some value out of today's video, traders. Simplify things down so that you don't have any fear. You're managing your risk. You know your worst case scenario from the trade. Put the rewards to risk in your favor. Like Paul Tudor Jones, he doesn't like to look at anything smaller than a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio. Have a great trading week. Best of success to you, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.